Prior to this, we had encountered some gnomes on the road, and when we talked to them, we found that they were just some, you know, good old gnomes spreading the word of Lorbard, and gave me a pamphlet. So we went back to town. I talked to some of the elders and introduced some to the church monks uh, the word of Lorbard, and the book of Lorbard, and there was much debate and discussion. I then began. Well, I sort of just didn't ask permission and just used the temple's printing press to begin printing off copies of the pamphlet, which I then began spreading around town. I'm sure nothing bad will happen as a result of that. Uh, Further, while investigating, I think it was a thieves guild activity we were looking into, we happened across a meeting of some other gnomes who were also interested in the works of Lorbard, and we shared some uh, information, and we were able to crack the code in the first two pamphlets, resulting in meet midday as the two words we discovered there. And now we are on a quest to get pamphlets 3 and 4 to further develop the word of Lorbard.
So
How much you want to bet?
that's like disturbingly accurate. Sorry to step on you, Sleuth, but that's like disturbingly accurate with none of the usual Underdark revisionism.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Everything I say is the truth. The whole truth.
Nothing but the truth.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's a crowbar.
There was zero hyperbole in that recap. You were saying, Sleuth?
How much you want to bet the third and fourth ones are at noon? So it's just meet midday at noon.
All right. But yeah, you guys are here in the slummier part of town. How do you all wish to proceed?
Well, obviously I need to make contact with Serp and Derp.
Mm-hmm. And how you doing that?
Well, I have to locate some gnome holes and check in them. So I suppose I'll be like looking for secret signs that might give me an idea of where I might be able to look.
All right. Are you guys all going with him? You guys splitting up? What are y'all doing?
I'm sticking.
I will
Claire.
stay.
I'm pretty
and
sure.
learn.
Pretty sure we're semi-permanently split. Because I'm investigating my own things.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with Sinclair.
Yeah. So there's the serious
Lombard
part
is
of the
wrong.
party where it's there's like Sinclair and Faradol like actually like working down leads on this thieves guild and like doing actual like detective noir shit. And then the camera goes to Dern, Cern, and Mittens, and you see Leslie Nielsen in the background.
Yeah, we're chasing cultists.
Yeah, Sinclair and Farador are doing Maltese Falcon. We're doing Police Squad.
Mixed with a hearty dose of the Protestant Reformation and some other religious shenanigans. Which actually would be pretty amusing to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
Protestant Reformation if it were a slapstick comedy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be pretty amusing to watch if that was actually a thing.
Abbott and Costello meet Martin Luther. Okay. Well. Okay. I guess then we'll start with Dern, Cern, and Mittens.
Right. So
As
I,
one
I
does.
start looking for gnome holes just depending on the gods to guide me. So I basically pick a random direction and wander off that way, seeing if I stumble into one.
Roll a D100.
Gilbert with D100 tables? It couldn't be.
All right. You randomly start walking through alleys going north, then west, then east again, then west, then north.
Gilbert, not at random. We're letting the gods lead us.
Of course.
Yeah, we're on a mission from God.
Well, you guys have rolled low enough on this that time passes, so we'll actually be skipping over to Sinclair and
Hang on,
Faradul,
let me get my notes open. I didn't think that would happen.
as apparently these two guys, it's only 25% chance of you getting fucking lost in the city. Come on.
We're not lost.
They're
Of
on the
course,
exact
you're
path
on a
they need to
mission
be
from
on.
God.
Exactly. We're on the path that the gods set us.
All right.
Well, apparently that path can occasionally include 40 years being lost in the desert. So,
So
here
it
we
goes.
40 years being lost in an alleyway.
All right, so I have got my sightings and witness reports. So the next thing I'd like to do is get in contact with the arcane in the city, looking for, you go to the gun club to look for the best sniper. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm going to the magic, magic shops, etc. Like, who's the best of the best here.
All right.
See if I can sniff out this sorcerer's other, persona / identity. Because, the mask.
Of course, one moment. All right. So you are headed over to the local branch of the Arcanists Guild.
There's a note here
Yes.
that I think Arsonist Guild.
Well, Sinclair's got a membership card for that too.
Ah, fair.
All right, yeah. So it is it's a rather nice, if unassuming building on the north end of town, like 2 streets away from the gatehouse itself. The
Okay.
space around it, the roads are actually like triple the usual width. You can see the urban planning here is very deliberately isolated the building.
I couldn't see a reason why it would need to be isolated. That's just biased.
All right, you walk inside. So, inside the structure, you and Faradul and whoever else is accompanying you are now standing inside the foyer. You can see the kind of large central chamber here, has a number of work tables set up. And you can see a number of very clearly mages in these kind of drab green and brown robes at work. Some of them are attending to alembics and other alchemical sets. And you see two of them towards the back. Looks like they are doing some kind of spell casting.
All right.
It occasionally results in rather bright flashes of neon light that scorch your retinas.
Well, they look to be in somewhat charge, the ones in the back. Who has the nicest robes, Gilbert?
Of the folks here, pretty clearly the one casting the spells in the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight and talk to him.
All right. You go talk to him. Yes. Looks to be a half elf. Getting to be a bit up there in years. Looks like he's about 50 or so. Hmm? Ah, new face. What brings you to the Arcanist Guild today?
Well, new to the area. Just always interested in the arcane and learning.
Yes, those are things that we do here.
Well, in particular, I'm looking to learn from whoever you think is the most powerful. That's the best way to learn.
He gives you a very serious look. You're not trying to start a fight between the folks here, are you? Because that's how you start a fight. Never ask a wizard who's the most powerful in a room.
That's an easy answer. It's the first one to cast Fireball.
No, it's whatever wizard has the highest dex. Duh. Because then they're the first one to cast Fireball. All right. Well, no, I heard musings around town of this masked sorcerer. I was wondering if you might know who they are.
Masked sorcerer? Can't say I'm particularly familiar with any masked sorcerers in these parts.
Well, the sorcerers you know, who do you know that's particularly gifted?
He sits there and thinks for a moment. Well, there is Matilda, but well, frankly, if you were looking for her, she'd rather stand out. Very good at casting fireball.
Hmm.
Sounds like this person.
Zero concept of subtlety.
All right. Well, then I have another question for you. And real quick, between the party, because it's been a few weeks since the first incident with the masked sorcerer, who has the sword? Was that given to me?
I think Mittens was the last one that had it.
Oh, the assassin?
Yeah.
I mean, I was the last one that I know of who had it, but I don't actually need it.
Would you have given it to me?
If you want it, sure. It's a short sword. I don't use those.
Yeah.
That's nerdy
Well,
deck
also,
shit.
it It's a clue.
I don't need clues.
Yeah.
Says Mittens, who was like doing
I
the
couldn't
only
find it.
productive
It's a
investigation
clue
that
one,
first
so
time.
yeah, I had to reference it. But anyway, yeah. So I will procure the sword from my my bag of holding, and not openly presenting it to him, more of sliding it along my arm to show him and only him, so it's pressed up against my body, and then I'll put it back in the bag of holding after he takes a good look at it. I remember correctly, you said this is a halfling make, correct, Gilbert?
Gnomish.
Gnomish. Oh yeah, that's right. I knew it was one of the short ones.
Same thing.
No, gnomes are better.
No, they're not.
That's sacrilegious.
Anyway.
Watch it.
Through my investigations, I've only discovered this weapon. It was in their possession when they attacked my party. Do you recognize it?
By your behavior, I guess this is something you wish to keep discreet.
Yes.
Follow me then to my office.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah, you guys head over to a flight of stairs, head on up, take a right down the hall, a couple of doors. He unlocks it, and you guys walk in. It is a fairly nice wizardly setup. There's an alembic setup near the window. You can see about 3 bookshelves, which are stuffed with scrolls, papers, and books. Would be a bit of an understatement. There's probably not a single unused square centimeter in those shelves.
He's got 4 bookcases worth of books and scrolls and 3 bookcases.
Exactly.
Man doesn't play Tetris, he lives it.
You are fairly certain that a couple of those shelves are actually stacked double thick. Like he has to pull out a row to get to the row behind it.
You can hear the
no
woman
burger.
saying, "Kill
He-
me."
He plays Tetris with a hammer. Anyway,
All
now
right.
that we have some privacy, I'll pull the sword out and hand it to him so he can actually look at it.
He takes it, sets it down on the table, pulls out a magnifying glass, and he starts, looking at this thing. You see him begin ritually casting some spells.
I'm assuming identify and
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And at the end of an hour, he looks up from the sword. All right. This is of gnomish make. Rather unusually. It's cold iron as well. This was not made through traditional blacksmithing. They physically took raw iron and beat it into this shape.
Yep.
I'm rather surprised, given the incredibly good craftsmanship here. It's not easy to do. Additionally, and he kind of gestures to the fine edge of the blade there. It looks as if whoever worked on this blade has worked silver into the edge itself. Hence this very fine hemline here along the blade's edge. The sword is not magic in and of itself, but it does contain the faint traces of conjuration magic on it. Kind of, if I'm understanding it correctly, the kind of magic that would be used to recall or summon the blade.
But they haven't done so.
Yes, the blade itself isn't magic. There, I should say, was an effect on it. That effect has since worn off.
Most interesting.
As for things like a maker's mark, there is none.
Yeah, I didn't find one either. Well, this particular individual was responsible for an assassination of trying to think of the way to address Rourke. The probably just Master Grimaldi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we're not quite sure what their end goal is. I'm quietly trying to suss them out and discover their purpose. Obviously, some nefarious is happening due to the fact that, well, they killed somebody. That was beneficial to Master Grimaldi.
Hmm. Well, if they're trying to attack the Grimaldis, I can't say I'm terribly surprised.
Well,
They have a habit of alienating themselves the last few years.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for that.
Hmm. Yeah. I forget if he took the blade, but he passes it back.
Yeah, I'll put it back in the bag of holding.
That's all I can. Gotcha. That's all I can say about this blade itself. Just rather unusual, especially if it's an assassin's weapon.
Well, wasn't a standard assassin.
How
From what I
so?
understood, the reason that we're assuming it's a sorcerer is the fact that they subtle spelled Dimension Door.
Hmm? Yep. A, a person could cast a spell without the traditional verbal, somatic, or material components.
Yes.
Enchanted items, primarily.
Well, they didn't fight like a wizard. So then, where might I find the underground of your magical world?
What?
Magic Black Market. A criminal is not going to walk into Walmart to buy a gun.
Be sure.
Are they going to walk into Walmart to steal a gun?
Well, practically speaking, that's because the modern day has significantly more background checking. Historically, you could actually just kind of go places and acquire weapons.
Okay. Well, then in that case, have you seen or had any dealings with anybody buying higher end magic items that might allow them to cast Dimension Door? Or who might I want to talk to get that answer?
Hmm. We haven't had anything custom ordered in a while. Nothing on the scale that you're referring to. Um, he gives a good long think. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the name in my list of new names. I made too fucking many NPCs.
That's why you gotta have categories, dude.
Yeah. Actually, the way this is set up, I probably should do it that way. Yeah. Cluster them like by district or something.
Or even job title.
Yeah, it would be a good idea. Yeah.
So you're looking for the baker, you're not gonna remember where the bakery is. But you know he's a baker.
That's a good point. There is Natus Valentus. He's fairly good with imbuing items with magic, although he does tend to keep to himself. Does he meets here maybe a few days out of a month. Spends most of his time in an old tower off to the south west, I believe.
All right. What was that name, Gilbert?
Natus Valentus.
NATO Valentine.
If you do seek him out, just be aware he can be a little eccentric, easily startled.
Well, I don't think I'll be terribly startling. As for eccentric, you should have met my last wizard associate. He was a character.
We are all characters in this great game called life.
But I won't take up any more of your time. I will seek out this Natus Valentus and see if he might be able to help me. And if you do travel and you make your way out to the Nazgul frontier, feel free to
Not
call on
Nazgul.
Intervin. Nazgul.
It's not Nagramore.
Nazgul.
Look, man, I don't want to get sued by the Tolkien estate.
That's why you just change the spelling a little.
If they're willing to fight Games Workshop, I don't want a piece of them.
Yeah, but anyway, if you're ever out in the Nagramore frontier, do call on Intervin and tell him you're a friend of Sinclair's. He'll make sure you're adequately entertained.
Should I ever make my way out there, I'll bear that in mind.
Yep, and Sinclair will stand, curved bow or handshake, whatever's tradition here.
Ah, yes. Traditionally, two people stare at each other for a moment before just abruptly turning and going in different directions.
Only a moment? Damn it, I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Sorry, I had to make a joke about like the classic, NPC interactions in most RPGs.
Let us lock eyes until we're done saying words.
And
there's
then
a
we
momentary pause as you walk away before I resume what I was doing before you interrupted me.
exactly.
Yeah. So I head out. And start looking for this tower. And scene.
All right, yeah, you go to the western gate, and as you try to walk through it, you hear a voice in the back of your mind. You must gather your party before adventuring forth.
Oh, see, rookie mistake. that
Sinclair
you tried to-
pauses the game, interacts with the plate, and then holds it up against the door and starts walking.
You must gather your party before adventuring forth.
Oh wait, do you not know the Skyrim door glitch?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Your prompt means nothing to me. I walked through the door with a plate.
Door giving you trouble? I take out the hammer.
It's not a glitch, it's part of the deep lore, guys. If you read all of the books, you'd understand.
I was
All
not
right.
elected
Well,
to
then,
read, I was elected to knock down doors.
I'll head back to the inn and wait for Dern, Cern, and Mittens to reappear. Or they'll probably the church place.
Okay.
Nah, I'll just send a message telling them meet me at the inn. And then go back to the inn and do stuff.
I'm not gonna get that. I left my phone at the end.
That's what couriers are for.
All right, Dern and Cern and Mittens.
What you got?
You're walking aimlessly through the city, following the will of the gods.
Yep.
Eventually, you bump into a marketplace. The first thing you see in this marketplace, outside of a stand selling apples, is a bookstore. However, you can see in front of the bookstore an incident is occurring. One moment while I get the blurb. Indeed, you see a pair of dwarves and a pair of elves arguing rather loudly. The elves are asking if they dare bite their beard at them, sir. And the dwarves insist that nay, they don't bite their beard at them, but they do bite their beard. You can see a quarrel is clearly afoot. As these dwarves and elves come to blows.
Okay.
I can save them like several decades or centuries. Everyone dies, and then someone in like half a millennium is gonna come and write a shitty romance novel out of it.
Yes, that. Mm. Well, this brawl is happening right in front of you guys and is blocking your way.
I
I-
divine sense.
You detect nothing consecrated nor desecrated. No fey, fiends, undead, or celestials.
I'd like to cast Counter Cat and pick up the dwarf and elf by the scruff of their necks and just move them off to the side.
Ah, all
They can
right.
have their fight somewhere else.
All right. So you go to stop the quarrel. Do me a
No,
favor.
move the quarrel.
Yeah, that counts. Do me a favor and roll a niche, guys.
Would probably help if I had my character sheet.
Yeah, probably. Does tend to be a useful document.
All right, CERN, you see that Mittens has moved in to try to move this quarrel, and has become engaged in it. Unfortunately, what do you do, CERN?
Oh, excuse me. So we are arguing with other gnomes?
No. You guys were coming out of an alleyway into a marketplace. You could
Okay.
see a bookshop as the first thing you saw coming out of the alleyway. There is a couple of elves and a pair of dwarves that have apparently been quarreling. Something about biting their beard at them.
Got. All right. When I see Mitten start to move, I'm going to step up. Stop this lawlessness! And at the elves and dwarves, both of them, not because gnomes are superior, so we need to stop these inferior idiots from fighting. So, yeah, Sir is going to kindly tell them to stop.
No, we don't have to stop them from fighting. We just have to have them fighting a little bit
All
out of our
right.
way.
So, I guess what you're trying to like bully them into submission? You're trying to intimidate them?
Yeah, let's go with that. Yes.
All right, give me an intimidation check.
Do I get Dern's aura?
Doesn't help with ability checks.
Oh, does mine help with ability checks?
No.
No, mine saves.
Wait, there's a paladin aura that helps with ability checks?
Not that I know
Sign
of.
me
No.
up. That's what I'm saying. Sign me up.
Are we still level 13?
Yes.
Currently, yes.
All right, I rolled a 12. So they're probably going to laugh at the little gnome, which would not be the right thing to do. Talk about escalation.
One of the elves who's wrestling with one of the dwarves looks at you and bites the dwarf's beard at you.
Okay. What is that supposed to mean? Is that like an insult? Or.
He lacks critical information.
Yes, I mean.
Yes,
okay,
it is.
okay, okay.
It is equivalent to flipping you the bird.
Oh, well, then we are in. So, this negotiations were
Oh,
short,
boy.
and they have failed. Yeah, third is like. Yeah, we are no longer in negotiations. We are now in combat. CERN makes a derogatory term about a knife ear's mother and then gets ready to whoop his ass. I'm out of
Well,
actions. Because I took my action to talk to him, didn't I? Right? Or are you gonna let me attack him? Because I'm fixing to hit this motherfucker.
I'd say trying to use intimidation like you did would be an action.
That's what I thought too. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
All right. DM3. One of the dwarves. This dwarf looks up at Mittens. Fuck you! Goes to kick you in the shin.
Hey, Mittens, toss me.
Mittens. Does a 16 hit you, Mittens?
No.
You have 2 armored cannonballs right beside you. Just throw us into the battle.
New battle strategy unlocked.
I mean,
All
it's
right,
not
yeah.
new for
Death
me.
ball.
I've done it lots of times.
All right, and we got one of the elves. He's going to throw a punch at a dwarf. As he punches the dwarf in the nose. Mittens.
I would like to pick up the dwarf and the elf by the scruffs of their necks, and it's going to be embarrassing, and they're going to have to stare at each other from across my wingspan.
Okay, give me, I guess, 2 grappling checks.
Fuck it, I'm going to rage.
I would like to rage.
Numbers. 23 and 28. I think they're grappled.
Indeed. Indeed. You grab both the elf and the dwarf.
I'd like to move them very dramatically and make it embarrassing for them off to the side, and then plop them down, and then continue on my way.
You pulling them by the ear.
I am carrying them by the scruff of their neck, like they are little bastard kittens.
They are hollering and cursing and kicking the whole time.
Good. I am leaving as soon as they're out of the way, so they would probably get an opportunity attack if they want to deal half of a damage.
Yes. Yes, they would. The elf is going to try to slap you. Completely whiffing.
Typical elf.
And the dwarf starts trying to bite your ankles.
That actually hits.
Three points of piercing damage as he bites you.
Oh no, I only have 178 health left. Whatever am I to do?
Give me a con save.
What, rabies?
Oh, no rabies.
But I'm continuing on my journey. The situation has been dealt with as far as I'm concerned.
All right, Mittens goes through. One of the dwarves is going to run up and punch. We'll go with CERN. CERN doesn't get hit. Dern.
Okay. So, how many of these guys are there?
4
Each side, or just 2 elves and 2 dwarves?
total.
Okay.
2 and 2.
So yeah, I just go forward. And remember, I'm on my mount, Big Bird.
Big Bird the dog.
No.
No, he's got a bird now.
Big Bird. This is a medium-sized bird.
You name your dog Big Bird.
And I will brandish my quarterstaff and say, I offer you this one chance to surrender or face our wrath.
Give me a intimidation check. Yeah, the dwarves and the elves break up, making a way for you to get through.
Are they armed?
You do see that they are all armed, but they've just been using their fists. They've all got knives.
Okay. So, like the typical things people just carry around, nothing fancy. Nothing like militaristic. These aren't swords and maces and warhammers and the like.
Right, no. The elves aren't like dual wielding katanas, no.
Exactly.
Militaristic. One of them has an AK-47.
Oh shit, they're gonna shoot my hawk down.
Team America World Police.
And at that point, I just kind of gesture like, well, go on, get.
And they fuck off. You've cleared the street before any damage was done. The old lady tending to the apple stand looks over at you. Oh, my, thank you for taking care of them. Have an apple. She lobs an apple at you.
I grab it.
Nat 20, kill fucking Dern.
And yeah, so no problem at all, man. And then I just continue on, eating the apple.
Indeed, you continue on. Probably to the bookstore, since that seems to be where the gods were leading you.
Yeah, I was going to the bookstore.
I don't even know if you know how to read.
With an into 6, I doubt it.
Yes.
That is above the.
He knows his
intelligence of
letters.
an Animal.
CERN does know
What?
how to read. He has an intelligence of 12. He is very smart.
Oh yeah,
Luckily, the other two are marginally more intelligent than average.
They can all read.
It's just he has no self-confidence and he has a wisdom of 6, so he always follows his brother's lead because his brother's more charismatic than him.
Dern can't read. CERN pretends not to.
Exactly, that's what he does.
I don't need to read. I just intimidate the books into giving me their knowledge.
I'm just picturing like the those like tomes that increase your attributes. for Dern, they're just picture books.
Well, you remember like the Fallout, like the special cartoons that they use at the beginning of the games.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you walk into the bookstore. It's cramped and full of books and scrolls and shelves. And you can see like this mousy old man, all hunched over with his little glasses sitting on the bridge of his nose, looking over the counter at you. Oh, welcome, welcome.
Good day. We are here on a mission from the gods to locate pamphlets 3 and 4 of the Lore Bard. Do you have them?
What? Can you speak up? I can't hear.
Dern then just begins yelling. We are on a mission from the gods to find the pamphlets of Lore Bard number 3 and 4.
All right, young man, you don't need to be so loud. I'm not deaf.
Wait, what?
Sorry, just my normal voice.
Kids these days.
I think he's deaf, Dern. Let's talk about it.
Thank you for that incredibly dispassionate but All right, you want the board hard. Let's see. Board.
No! Not board hard, Lore Bard.
Okay. One moment. That'll be in the fiction section. Let me see. You can see this old man very slowly looking over the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Darn, give me an investigation check really quick.
Not in sight.
No, it would be investigation.
Oh, hey, I didn't do too bad on that one.
You can see very clearly labeled. The third pamphlet is sitting like right there on the top of a counter. He's not even looking in the right place.
Oh, here it is.
What?
All right, I hold it up. Do you have number 4?
4?
Yeah,
no,
the fourth one.
That's the only copy I have.
No. I assume it's like labeled like in like fancy calligraphy. The Lore Bard number 3. I like point to 3 and then hold up 4 fingers. The 4th one.
The 4th? No, I only have the 3rd.
Okay, well we'll take it. How much?
Old man adjusts his glasses. Let's see. One moment. He waddles back over to his counter. Pulls out looks like some kind of. That's 1 gold, sir. Wait. What happened to the 2 youths that were in here?
The 2 what?
2 youths.
What is a ute?
I think they were riding on a bird. Oh wait, there's the bird. Yeah, right. That'll be a gold.
Okay, here you go. I hand him a gold piece.
Thank you, young man.
This man is broken.
Oh, great. Do you have any idea of where I might locate a copy of the fourth pamphlet? I'm trying to complete the collection.
Looking for the fourth one. Well, in order to get that's the, let's see, Lore Bard. I don't rightly know. I've heard rumors from around some locals that you gotta find one of them gnomes to get it. Well, listen, young man, you don't want to get involved in any business with gnomes.
Why's that?
Well, you know what they say about gnomes, always stealing our socks and our shoes and our pie. There's some, even like myself, think that the gnomes are up to something. They got some kind of gnome plan.
How many people have you told this to?
Why, anyone that'll listen.
So you would say you're an anti-nomist.
Racist.
Well, you know, when you have to spend 10 times the usual price to get more socks, you dislike gnomes too. My old feet are getting cold.
I don't know. Your covetous nature around socks does seem to be very gnomish of you.
I've never had to pay for socks.
Are you sure you're not a gnome?
Dern, roll insight.
Is it two gnomes in a trench coat? I'm gonna be pissed if it's two gnomes in a trench coat.
You know, Dern, you think about the way he's been moving around, his kind of hunched over shape, and you get the feeling that this old man isn't quite what he seems. Something's off about him. Like the way he moves doesn't quite match the way he looks.
Multiple sclerosis.
Is he wearing like robes or something?
He is.
I reach over and like grab the robes, ripping them away while yelling, "Aha!"
All right. You hear the faint sound of glass breaking as what little illusion there was dissolves. You can clearly see 4 gnomes standing on top of each other with a series of sticks and string at the ends of these sticks with string are like marionette hands. Oh shit, we've been discovered!
Hey, fellas.
Been discovered by probably the 3 people who care the least in the city.
Yeah, like there's like it was a great illusion. You just oversold it on the socks thing. Like I start giving them pointers on how to, not get discovered next time.
Ah, excellent work, brother. You have seen through the lies and deception of the tall folk.
Always,
Very
brother.
good. Very good. So, about that fourth pamphlet you were looking for, yeah.
Yeah.
Where
We
was
don't
it?
have it. But you did pass the test of insight, so we will reveal to you where you can find it.
Groovy.
You must head east into the woods. There you will find shrubberies and a circle of mushrooms. Go there and speak the gnomish word for cobbler, at which point you will get access to what you seek. Go forth, brother, and liberate our people from the tall folk.
Thank you, brothers.
Or isn't the Gnomish word for cobbler just cobbler?
No, it's food.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I suppose you could call it cobbler or brash. We're gnomes. We have like 12 different words for cobbler. It's okay. We can just speak them all. I'm sure one of them will work. All right. And I bid my gnomish brethren a fond farewell, and we head out and start walking east. Unless Cern or Mittens want to buy anything from this shop. But
Um, actually, while we're at the bookstore, I want to go to like the religious section, look for historical literature of the deities and the powers that be.
Alrighty, one moment. Are you looking for a specifically religious text, or a little more like what? Go over again. What exactly kind of thing you're looking for here? One moment.
If there's like historical accounts of the deities doing things like the creation of the world from like somebody witnessing the events, however they would have managed that, that would be great. Otherwise, like just religious texts.
Yeah, actually, yeah. One moment. So you do find a text called the Compendium of Theological Fabrics, both Mannish and Fey. It looks to be composed by about 14 different authors. It's a rather thick, musty tome.
How much for it?
Oh, this? I'll charge you 50. 50 gold.
I'll give him 55.
Excellent. Bribery will get you everywhere, Catman.
I do speak a little bit of Gnomish. I'll follow Dern wherever he's heading off to.
Alrighty. Okay, bear with me. I gotta step away for just a second. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Alrighty, so Dern, Cern, and Mittens are going where?
To the woods east to find the circle of mushrooms.
Well, eventually you two bump into each other, the two groups.
Oh, hey,
Right
Sinclair,
in front of a
Fair.
bakery.
Come on, we gotta go to the woods.
Wait. How?
Well, we were planning on walking. I mean, I suppose I could fly, but you guys.
No, how did we bump into each other? Silly.
Well, you were walking down the road to wherever it is you were going, and they're walking around the road where it is where they're going. You guys bumped into each other.
We're not the most subtle of people.
All right.
The DM is exercising his power of being the damn dungeon master to prevent the party from getting too spread apart.
Hello.
I mean, Gilbert, we
Hello.
got 2 sets of dominoes we're playing with here. It's okay. I do not mind jumping back and forth.
But Gilbert might.
I, in fact, do. At least at this particular moment.
Right. So when we run into Sinclair and Fairduel and probably Faya, we're like, all right, hey guys, cool. We ran into you. The gods must truly have been leading us well. We need to go to the woods and find a mushroom circle.
Right. Okay.
Well, why? Were you guys doing something?
No.
Okay, great.
I'm very interested in the mushroom circle.
Excellent. Yes, we have to go
All right.
perform a cobbler seance.
I'll go get the wagon.
I have mushrooms. Why don't we just make a circle? It'll be fine.
It's a special circle.
What? Do they need to be like sauteed or something?
No, location-wise.
So we can make the circle in the forest. Okay.
No, we have to find the circle that's already in the forest. We need to make nothing.
I like how the party is really embracing its low intelligence build right now.
Well, yeah, if we all had intelligence and wisdom, we wouldn't be adventuring.
So yeah, I go fetch the wagon train. I guess we're going mushroom shopping.
No
Oh.
foraging. This is better. It's free.
You're not going to lead into the mage tower?
I have no way of twisting Dern's arm to go somewhere else.
I'm
He's
not that
too
bright.
He's too fixed on this, so we'll follow his breadcrumbs. It's fine.
I mean, if the mage tower's in our way, we'll just have to go through
This is
it.
how Sinclair views it. Once Dern runs out of breadcrumbs, Sinclair
We'll
can
invent some.
Yeah, Sinclair can invent some. But while Dern has a breadcrumb, Sinclair sees no reason trying to twist it.
On a mission from God.
Yes.
Sinclair remembers to get a few spell scrolls of major illusion or major image.
To create breadcrumbs where he needs them.
No. Or create representations of deities in the sky for Dern. Taking skywriting to a whole nother level. Anyway, mushrooms.
Yeah, so we go out into the woods following the gnomish directions we received and trusting to the gods to see us to this mushroom circle.
Preferably alive.
Well, we can fix it if we screw that part up.
I mean, not all. I'm okay with me and Dern being alive. The rest of you, not so much.
And Sinclair will sit atop the wagon and make a map of where the fuck we are. As we follow the gnomes.
We're in the woods, obviously.
In the woods.
Yeah, Gilbert, remember how we made the first wagon, the double decker?
The double-decker battle booze?
Yeah. That top has been converted by Sinclair into like a full-on cartographer station. So while Faradul's driving, Sinclair's up top just like making map notes. But yeah, he'd like have a gimbal compass up there. couple of hooded lanterns. The works. So Dern is riding Little Dog following Big Bird. Because I'm assuming Big Bird is sniffing out the route.
All right. Dern, since it sounds like you're the one who's taking the lead here,
Okay.
I need 2 perception and a survival check.
Oh, okay. Well, this will be easy.
Am I able to help with these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Kenny?
With guidance or something.
Sure, Mittens. You can provide assistance. No, we have both ground and air cover. So that's the first rolls. These will be the advantage rolls.
Okay. So a 7 and a 12 for the first two. And then there was another one that I was being helped with?
Mm-hmm. Survival.
10.
All right. It's getting to be the end of the day, and yeah, you haven't found anything yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we still have time left in the day, we keep looking.
No, like it's the end of the day.
Oh, well,
It's time to, you know.
I guess it was a little further than the gnomes intimated. We'll just have to make camp here and keep looking in the morning.
Yep. Well, break out the camping gear.
Yep.
Set up the tents, put all the rations inside the tents, set up the rest of camp.
I don't think when you're camping you're supposed to put the rations in your tent.
Well, when you're in woods that might have gnomes.
Yeah,
Remember,
but what if the woods also have bears? Fucked if you do, fucked if you don't.
I
Bears
would
are easier to fight.
rather fight the bear because, yeah, exactly. It's a fair fight.
A bear fight.
Anyone have a problem with this watch order?
No.
No problems.
Food.
Okay. Then when Sinclair's done messing around with the food, we go to sleep following this watch order.
All right. Faradul.
Why is it always me?
It's not always you. I tend to hit third watch mostly. It's your watch. It's about midnight. The moons, both moons are high in the sky.
Hello, moon.
It's high moon.
And what's your passive perception,
10.
Faradul? 10? All right. You don't notice anything at first. Till you're looking around, looking around. And eventually, a few minutes later, you spot out in the woods a dim light has appeared, like the kind of that you'd expect to see from like a lantern.
All right. I'll keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. It just sits out there, maybe 100, 200 feet out in the woods,
Not moving.
not moving.
Oh, good. I just keep an eye on it.
All right. Your watch comes to an end, and
I
Sinclair's begins.
I make sure to point out the light to Sinclair. Be like, well, that's over there. It's weird, but it's not moving, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Sinclair, there's no light out there.
Fair duel.
Yes.
Were you drinking?
No, not tonight.
Well, there's no light over there.
I check back to where the light was.
Yeah, there's a light out there.
Are
Sinclair
you sure?
pulls out his spyglass and hands it to Faradul. What do you see?
I used a spyglass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what means.
It means mm-hmm.
It means the DM
Mhm.
is scrolling.
Here we are. Indeed. So.
Oh, so well I know you, sir.
Indeed. So, you look through the spyglass towards this lantern, and you see a lantern
I see a
sitting
lantern.
on the stump of a tree with an axe in it. The tree, like the stump, is kind of gnarled looking and oozing black liquid.
That's an evil looking tree over there.
All right, fair duel. Distance and direction.
Well, about the way I'm pointing, I don't know, about 200 feet ish.
All right.
You know,
Sinclair will take the
former
spyglass and
and
look
almonds.
at the area that he's indicating. What do I see?
Damn, man, these woods are dark.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'll take out a arrow. Put a decent amount of cloth on it, but not enough to outweigh it. And soak those with oil and fire the arrow out where Faradul was talking.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
Distance.
200 feet. All right. The arrow gets intercepted by a tree branch a little ahead, but not by much. The light illuminates the space. It's woods, man.
So I see no stump or anything.
No, just dark and lonely woods.
All right.
Methinks magic be afoot.
Yeah. Well, you go to sleep. I'll keep an eye on it.
All right.
Yep.
I'll go look in the tree anyway. I gotta sleep.
Yep. And Sinclair will sit atop the tower and watch.
All right. Singler, what's your passive?
Sinclair has a passive perception of 25. I build so many with high passives that it's actually hard to remember which one's which. 25, 26, 27, 23.
All right. So, as your watch goes on, you hear the occasional rustle in the woods, creaking branches.
Hey, as long as there's no crows with those rustles.
Not quite, though, unfortunately for you, as there are crows in these woods. A rather
Damn it.
large number of them you're beginning to hear.
Is it perhaps a
Already working on
murder?
the other crime. Now there's a murder?
There's a murder afoot.
Cultists.
Yeah, you can see in the moonlight in this kind of section of the woods you guys are in. Yeah, there are a lot of birds in these shadowy canopies around you.
Did they just start appearing? Were they flying in? Or have they been there the whole time?
Give me an insight check versus being.
Versus what?
I give you guidance.
You're
You're
sleeping.
asleep.
Oh yeah, that's right. I am asleep.
I wake up CERN to have advantage on my gut. No, I'm kidding.
CERN, what does my gut feel? I don't know, hungry? Go back to sleep.
What's my gut feel? That's just indigestion that she was 4 weeks old.
Bah humbug, says Sinclair. Sinclair, you know that you're pretty damn aware of your surroundings. You don't recall hearing birds on the wing.
All right. So they more so appeared. They didn't fly
Yes.
in.
You are reasonably confident that they appeared.
All right. Well, I'll spend a little time casting Detect Magic. I'll have LBS let me know if anything happens while I'm in the ritual before, that way it's not unwatched.
All right. You perform your ritual. LBS is this whole time just going, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. What the hell, man? I didn't agree to this.
It'll be fine.
I'm pretty certain crows eat lizards.
You're bigger than them.
All right, Sinclair, the very air around you right now is suffused with magic.
Ah, great.
Oh no.
Fucking high beams and fucking fog.
Yeah.
All
Or,
right.
blizzard.
Yeah. Well, can I see, are any of the birds within 30 feet of me?
Yes.
All right. I'd like to focus on that and see if I can see any particular schools. Because they should still have a separate aura.
Conjuration.
But why? Okay, well, Sinclair will go kick Dern.
Ah!
Well, you
All
think the
right, he
birds
gets
are
punted
religious?
into the woods.
Dern looks around. Sinclair, why did you summon a bunch of birds?
I didn't summon them.
Well, then what are they doing here?
Why do you think I woke you?
To show off?
A little bit of that.
Where'd you get all the birds from? Like, how did you get the birds out here without us noticing? Like, we were near the cart. We would have heard them.
Wanna see if um, less vividly aligned?
I did not hear any of that, Sinclair.
Oh, detect or divine sense. Sorry.
Sure, I'll divine some senses.
Dern,
What's up?
it reeks powerfully here.
Of what?
Desecration all around.
Oh no!
Mm,
Sure, let's trust the gnome.
they never let me down before.
And here we are, where they sent you. Some woods that are heavily desecrated.
You can
think
hear the
say that as
sounds
it's a
of
bad thing.
you hear the sounds of movement in the underbrush.
Direction and distance.
To the north. Maybe 80 feet out.
All right. Well, yeah, screw it. I got the longbow out. I'll shoot an arrow at it.
Wait. Before you do that, Sinclair, before you piss it off, can I have 10 silver pieces?
Sure.
Great.
Sinclair hands you 100 silver pieces.
I begin casting Magic Circle.
Yep.
How long does that take?
A minute. Like, I start casting it. Oh, I misread that. Sorry, it's 100. I need 1,000 silver pieces. Sorry,
Sinclair
I misread.
goes in the bag of holding, pulls out a lockbox, opens the lockbox, pulls out a bag with 2,000 silver pieces, and hands it to you.
All right, then I begin casting it.
Actually, no, that wouldn't be in the bag of holding. It'd just be on the wagon.
Okay.
But yeah, no. But yeah, so 2,000, so you can do it again if you need to. Well, I'll just keep my bow at the ready and cover him while he's doing that.
All right, he begins
And then
casting
throw
it.
stuff at the rest of the party down on the ground. They're just in the tents, just thunk, stuff's hitting it.
Mittens, Faradul, Faya. Something's hitting your tent.
Define hitting. Is it like tapping or like trying to
Like
Have you ever
something.
heard a marble hit a sheet of cloth?
Yeah.
It's throwing ball bearings at the tent, but consistently.
Eh.
I want to play baseball and hit one back through the tent.
Y'all can go out and take care of that. I'm gonna stay with Dern.
Dern's with me.
Yeah, I'm
You
in the
wake
middle,
up and there
I'm
is
in the
no
middle
Dern.
of camp, like walking in a circle around the camp, casting Magic Circle. Like just quietly grinding up the silver coins into powder and dropping it on the ground as I go.
Oh, if you needed powderized silver, you should have just said something.
It never specified the grain size.
You're just placing the coins down.
Very large grain size. So does anything happen for the minute it takes to cast the spell, Gilbert?
Let's see. So we got people pelting down there. Faradul, Fea, Mittens have woken up. Sinclair, you haven't taken any aggressive action, have you?
I mean, other than having an arrow notched, no.
Okay. No, Dern. Nothing interrupts your spell.
Okay. Then I choose to protect us against elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
All right.
The only creature in that list that is not that I'm purposefully not specifying is celestials.
All right.
All right.
One wouldn't want to anger the gods.
Well, no, it's more the big birds is celestial.
Ah. Cast magic circle, accidentally loses mount.
Exactly. And at that point, once we're done with it, I just kind of wave at Sinclair. Fire away.
All right. I let loose an arrow at the. Well, I mean, I wait until I hear rustling again and then shoot at the rustling. Or if it's the same rustling and it's been moving around, I've been following it.
All right. Yeah, there's some rustling and whatnot in the woods. You fire an arrow. Give me an attack roll.
Da, 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 da. I'm assuming this is disadvantage, so I'm canceling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hit. Roll damage.
Silver. Piercing.
You hear a shriek of pain. It sounds like a child.
Oh, that should be a +7. So that's 10.
All right,
Let's
you
look
hear
at
you hear the dying yelp of a child.
All right. Well, I go out and find where my arrow struck.
All right.
The magic circle.
You start walking out away from the campsite and the fire.
No, I'm not walking.
You're running?
I'm dashing and double dashing.
Okay.
That's 90 feet around.
And I'm on my mount just behind him with close air support.
All right. So, Sinclair, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
All right. Here's what we'll need to do then. Everyone, do me a favor. Roll an ish.
I was gonna say hot damn beat that, but then I remembered Faradul has advantage. Wow.
Wow.
Eat my
Man got
nine.
a 22. This is going to be an ugly
Mittens is
fight.
still trying to find breakfast without realizing it's still kind of the middle of the night.
I was sworn I had bacon in one of my pockets.
I mean, that's good. The barbarian's going first. That's amazing.
All right. Faradul. You can see Dern and Sinclair are about ready to dart out into the woods towards where Sinclair had previously shot. You guys have got your still burning campfire. Shedding like what, probably under what does a campfire shed light wise in D&D? Isn't it like 2020?
I think it'd be brighter than a torch. The torch is 20.
Oh, right. Yeah. So probably like 40-40.
Well, what's is there like a cantrip bonfire?
Yeah, but it doesn't actually specify.
Oh wait, bonfire. The spell doesn't specify the light it sheds. That's hilarious. All the other spells are very specific about how much light they give off.
Yeah, we'll
You
go with
cast
like
bonfire in darkness if you can't see anything.
yeah. Yeah, it turns out bonfire produces light and heat, but it produces no light.
I'd like to cast bonfire. It turns out it's like a white nova.
All right. But yeah, so you got that 40-40 of campfire light.
All right.
You
Do I?
you can see in the trees around there are those crows.
When the fuck did the crows show up?
There's like a fuck ton of crows, by the way.
There's a lot of crows.
After your watch, before I woke everybody up,
Oh.
they definitely weren't here. Then they were here.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what's going on because my brain's still waking up. So I'm just gonna be like, that's a lot of crows. And that's the end of my turn.
All right, Thea.
So I see my party members getting ready to run towards the thing they shot at, right?
Yes.
We're
And
activating trucking at mode.
they didn't say stay or anything like that, right?
Correct.
Well, then I'm gonna run. How? I'm gonna get big and move 30 feet towards it.
All right, you get big and go stomping 30 feet into the woods. You're in the dim light provided by the bonfire.
Do I see it?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Wait, really?
I have a rune that gives me 120 feet of dark vision.
There's a rune for that.
Yeah, storm room.
Interesting. All right, yeah. So you can see
Thank you for
About
laughing, Under. I don't feel as old now.
about 80 feet away, amongst the woods and undergrowth, you can see at the base of a rather gnarled tree the body of a child who seems to have taken an arrow.
There's a child that's just been murdered.
Yep, I did the murdering. Get him back to me.
Well, I move an additional 30 feet towards the child. And I end my turn.
All right, you're 50 feet away. Sinclair.
I moved 90 feet. Or however many feet I need to get there.
Alrighty, let's see. That would be gonna drop down a little bit. 30 feet plus 80 feet, 90, 100. So the child is 110 feet away.
Okay.
I don't know what your total movement speed options are.
Okay, if that's the case, I was going off the initial Russell being 80 feet away. I say if that's the case,
that was a error on my part.
yeah, no, you're good, you're good. I just, Sinclair knew where he shot, so I would cast haste on myself and then dash, which I must admit, I thought I had enough, but I don't. So I need to actually roll for that because haste is not on the bard list. I thought it was. The spell scroll. So I need to go find the table. I don't have that one saved anywhere.
May I ask you why you felt little Tiffany deserved to die? Well, you see a little white girl with all those highly advanced science books in the middle of the night in a bad part of town like this, surrounded by aliens.
And she's cute, cool as a cucumber.
Just up, zip.
Anyway, so yes, I need to fucking hell. Where? I need a bookmark of that particular. Not on your list, and at a spell I cannot cast. 15 plus the spell level, so a DC 18. Oh, bummer.
Under.
What?
Spell
Is that
failure.
table?
Okay. So he has to make an int save.
Yep, in save.
He should be next to me still.
Yeah, I was starting to cast the spell, so yeah. What is it, 5?
5.
$22 passes.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see. I think that's just the scrolls consumed, the actions consumed, and nothing happens, right?
Is that correct, Under? I don't actually have the spell failure table.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Okay.
At least that's how it works in the Shielded Lands.
Yeah, he's using your version, so. All right. Well, in that case, then I will use my movement and action or bonus action to dash. Then I'll try again next turn. So 60 feet.
All right. Dern.
So how far to this area?
110 feet.
Ah, great. So the Peryton, my mount, is a 60-foot fly speed. So I can have the mount dash. Go 120 feet, fly right over to... And this looks like a dead child?
It does look like a dead child.
Divine Sense.
How close have you flown up when you do that?
I am 10 feet away.
Okay.
Solar flare.
You are 10 feet away.
Yep. Like I'm right on top of it, flying.
The child doesn't register as anything.
Okay.
That gnarled tree, that's a fiend.
The gnarl tree next to him is a fiend.
Yes.
Okay. How far am I from this tree?
About 20 feet. Like the child is equidistant between you and this tree.
Yes, I yelled, "Hey guys, the tree is actually a fiend. You know, destroy it." As I just point to it. I will then, as a bonus action, cast Sanctuary on myself. And that is it for my turn.
All right. this thing. The tree begins moving,
Mhm.
Does it?
revealing rather quickly, Dern.
Did you skip me?
No,
Okay.
the tree got a 15.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
Evil tree
Oh,
scum.
or evil tree scum, that works too. So, yeah. The tree begins moving, quickly revealing that it is not a tree. It is some kind of humanoid figure with a head shaped both like great antlers and like a tree's canopy. In the woods, it rather uncannily blends in. And it moves pretty damn quick. One of its long arms slashing out at you, Dern.
Is it within melee of me? Of my melee?
No.
Okay. Let's make a wisdom save.
Fail. 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 I cast the heebie deebie doo woobity. Oh, damn.
All right, it managed to pass.
I mean, barely. You know, barely.
That is a fuck you wucky. I made the attack roll number instead of the save. One moment.
Well, what's the save mod?
Its save is only an 8.
So it's plus 8, so 19.
Yes.
Yes, but is
Still
it
passed.
advantage? Yeah, but is
It doesn't matter. The first roll was the 11.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You have dark vision, yeah? You
Yeah.
bring a light source?
Well, I have dark vision. I don't need a light source.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna take a swing out at you with its arm. And then its other arm.
Each attack requires a whiz save.
Okay. We'll just start with the first one then.
It's not in concentration, so there's no chance that he gets rid of it unless he uses Dispel Magic. 26 hits.
Uh, 28 points of piercing damage as these like wooden talons, bite into your flesh.
Ow. Quit it.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay. Is this against Charm, Disease, Frighten, Possession?
No.
Okay. Is it against magic?
Yes.
Okay. Does 30 work?
A 30 passes. For the barest moment there, like all light kind of left the woods and you lost your place in it, but you managed to reassert where you are. You fought off the effect.
Okay.
And then, you know what? This thing is going to grab the dead child with its other hand and begin moving off into the woods.
How far does it move?
It gets 60 feet.
Ah, okay.
That's its turn. CERN.
How far is it from me? Can I even see the thing?
Probably not. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty far out of where you can see.
How
You
far
do
is
hear
it?
the sound of commotion.
How far range? I mean, I have 60 feet of dark vision, so I know it's outside of my dark vision.
Yeah. You
All
don't
right.
know how far it is. You can't see it.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna I'm gonna move my 35 feet forward towards where Dern went. Can I see it yet?
How far do you move?
35 feet.
No, you cannot see it.
Wait, hang on a second. Hold on a second. Can I call my can I fucking ride my horse? I mean my cat? What's its movement speed? It has 50 feet of movement speed. Can I ride my
I'm gonna
cat?
be a moment. There's a spider here, and I need to kill it. One moment.
Instead of
I love it when a plan comes together.
instead of jumping off the instead of running 35 feet, I could just jump on my horse or my cat and ride it up 50 feet. And then that gives me 50 more feet that I can see. My kitty cat.
Okay.
Okay. You back?
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, instead of moving my 35 feet, can I just like jump on my mount and ride it 50 feet?
Okay.
And like following Dern, can I see the tree or whatever they were shooting at?
What's your dark vision?
60 feet. So yeah.
No. You can see your brother Dern, but you cannot see the tree.
How about if I would have made my cat dash instead of just normal walk? Because I can make my mount dash and then I can still have my action, right? Ain't that how that works?
Something like that. Yeah.
So could I make my cat run 100 feet forward instead of just 50?
Yeah.
And then see if I can catch the damn thing? Or see it at least?
You still cannot see it, but you're pretty certain you're close because you can see like disturbances on the ground where it was walking, and it definitely sounds closer.
There's nobody over that direction, right? None of the party members?
The furthest one out is Dern.
Okay, yeah, but he's on a bird above me. So, I mean, he's on a bird. He's up in the air, right?
Yes.
Right. Well, then I'm going to blast where that thing was. I have 120 feet with an extra blast. I'm just going to blast in that direction. I'm chasing it down, firing off the back of my mount.
All right. Give me those attack rolls at disadvantage.
Well, that's wrong. I have 2 more of those to roll. I have 3 blasts total.
Two hits.
$18 points of force damage.
All right. Dern, you can see the injuries on that. It looked like those Eldritch Blasts were particularly effective.
Keep doing that. That works really good.
Ah!
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
All right, Mittens. Mittens. Sleuth. Sleuth.
Oh no, he was the child that got shot.
Oh, did Burger fall asleep? It was kind of early for him to fall asleep. I don't know. He's not snoring. Usually he keys up. Yeah, he's another one that could easily get in range with the feline agility.
Yo, Sleuth, you here? Apparently, Mittens dozed back off while reaching for pocket bacon. Like the bacon is in Mittens' hand. All right. Faradul.
Ah, so I hear combat over there. So I blow on the eagle whistle, take out my glowing jar of algae, and fly 80 feet towards the ruckus. Am I able to see what's going on?
80 feet. Do you have dark vision?
No, but I have the jar of glowing algae.
Man, it's dark out here.
It is dark out here.
Even with the faint illumination of the algae.
That is annoying. But yeah, I can't see much else. Somebody set it on fire. Well, if I can't do anything else, I'll it's the end of my turn trying to find where the evil tree is.
All right. Thea.
I asked Sinclair if he's gonna cast haste, try again, and if he would like advantage.
Yeah. As long as you wait around to let me cast it on you instead. We're no longer trying to save a child. We're killing a fiend. I would much rather you be the heavy hitter with haste.
All right. I'll go up to you.
We're side by side, I think.
I'll hand you the storm rune because it gives advantage on int arcana checks.
Oh. Handy. I might hang on to
And-
this for a while.
And then I'll hold my action to dash when he casts haste towards where the last fiend was spotted.
The thing is, this is my only other one, so I only had 2.
All right. So you're ready to dash. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Sinclair.
All right. So, Faye, is there anything I have to do to activate the rune, or just having possession gives me advantage?
So the passive ability is you just have advantage on int arcana checks, and you cannot be surprised when not incapacitated. As a bonus action, you can invoke it to enter prophetic state and use your reaction to cause any roll to gain advantage or disadvantage. You can do this
Okay.
for attacks, saves, and checks for yourself or others you can see within 60 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to pull out my other scroll of haste, Gilbert, and cast it on Fea.
All right.
Really. And Dern's out of range, so what's the DC under for the
Same as casting it.
then that is a mishap.
Yeah. Unless Gilbert's using a different table, it's a D6.
Oh no.
No, I'm using the same table there. So roll your d6, Sinclair.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Every time.
Now you have to roll a D12.
Oh no.
Well, this ought to be interesting. Gilbert, do you want me to PM you what it does?
Yes.
Oh no.
I'd love to see.
Oh no.
I love tableception. Aha, you've rolled this on this table. Go roll on this table.
Oh yeah, it's lots of fun.
Oh man, you poor man.
All right, well, I'm going to go have a cigarette. When Gilbert's done laughing, let me know.
I'm done laughing.
I know, I'm kidding. I enjoy your evil laugh. I was going to listen the whole time. Anyway, so what happens?
All right. Underwrite. Is that another d12 or is that d12 that d12?
That was that D12.
All right. Nothing happens, Sinclair.
Oh. Okie doke.
All that build up and just nothing.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, that's my action. So I will let Fea know it didn't work, and then move forward another 60 feet with my bonus action dash. So 120 since start.
So
All right.
that wasn't the dash condition I specified for the reaction. So do I just not get to move?
I mean, you can't really hold your action to move. It'd be holding it
Yes,
to
you can.
dash.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
you
thought
can
it was-
specifically hold to move.
I thought it was you could only hold if it was a dash because that's the dash action.
No.
Huh, the more you know. Yeah. Never mind. So fast. So yeah, you can move.
All right. I moved 30 feet.
You're feeling particularly not zoomy.
I mean, I told him it didn't work.
I know. But everyone
Yeah, but-
knows that if you're hoping to get hasted, not being hasted makes you feel not fast.
Yeah. I do feel very much not zoomy. It's this emptying, disappointed feel.
Well, the thing is, Gilbert, I feel really bad because every time I've used a spell scroll of haste, I didn't even think that I had to roll because it was on the table and I have +10, so I never even brought it up. So, burning through 2 of them. That hurts a little. But yeah, I move and bonus action dash for the rest of my turn.
All right.
I say I'm 120 feet out now. Can I see anything? I should be right below Dern, right?
Yes, you can see him. Well, you can see what it is, and it looks like some kind of shadowy tree that, moves like a man.
Hey, Sinclair's just happy it's not an evil gnome. Because that would open a whole nother can of worms with these guys. But that is it for my turn.
All right. Dern.
Okay, so it's 65 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I have my mount take the dash action as I fly forward towards it, engaging it in vicious melee combat, and I bonk it with my stick twice.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 20 and a 16 hit it?
A 20 and a 16 both hit.
Okay. I will be smiting. Do I get the extra D8 for Fiend?
E.
Okay. Does mundane damage do anything to it? So do I even need to bother rolling the quarterstaff damage?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want me to have it?
No.
Okay. Do you care if I roll everything bulk?
By all means.
Then a level 4 and a level 3 smite. Okay. So the 2 hits doing a total of 56 points of damage. 11 of that is bludgeoning. The rest is radiant.
All right, so you whack the tree with the bludgeoning. A stick on a giant stick is, it's a stick. The radiant damage. So, the tree explodes in flame.
Good flame or bad flame?
I suppose it'd be good flame. Also bad flame. It's flame.
Okay.
Yeah, this thing is now a horrific burning tree. It drops the child. I suppose the best comparison I have for this is like one of those Celtic Burning Men.
Okay.
Is what this looks like.
Sure.
Yeah.
Does it look like the radiant damage actually hurt it, or did it just burst into
Yes.
flame? Okay.
Yes.
There's a very specific creature I'm thinking of, Gilbert, at this point, and the Gilbert Busters.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking. Did the radiant actually hurt it, or did it just burst it into flames?
Oh no, it hurt it, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Great. I then use my bonus action to hit it with the butt end of my stick. I presume with 26 hits, okay. I'll throw another level 3 smite onto this. dealing 29 more points, 4 bludgeoning, and 25 radiant.
All right, the radiant damage causes the flames to swell to even greater heights. Let's see. You hit it well after it was on fire. Wait, nope. I said it for the second. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
You're all good for now.
Yep. Then,
Although
Go ahead.
the heat coming off of this thing does feel like if like hitting it from now on might actually burn you.
Okay. Well, presumably it's now lit up enough where the party can see the damn thing.
Yes. Holy shit, this thing is lit up.
Great.
Oh, good.
I then direct my Periton to because it still has 55 feet of movement on its dash, to fly up 20 feet, and it does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, Dern, from up there, you can see that this burning creature is illuminating almost 250 feet of forest.
Nice.
It's bright.
Yeah, there's a reason why I got out of there. Don't stand next to burning nuclear reactors. By the way, how bad does it look after taking
Damn
80
fucked up.
85 points of damage?
It looks very much fucked up.
Okay. Let's see. Action, bonus action, all the move. I'm done. 20 feet above it in the air.
All right. Evil Tree. Well, it can't reach you, Dern, so it's going to charge at the nearest party member.
So it turns around.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, the child is laying on the dead child is lying on the ground now.
We can fix that.
Yeah, it's going to charge down Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to attack you twice.
Yep, that's it.
All right.
Reaction. Oh, wait, how far am I?
Not close enough. That's what, 30 feet?
Yeah, most of my stuff's like 30 feet.
Yeah, that's not close enough.
Wait, 60 feet.
Still not close enough.
Yeah. He's only 30 feet behind me.
Oh, did he get that far?
Yeah. We both went 60 first round. I went 60 second round. He only went 30 because he was holding
I
his
must have missed
action.
that first bulk movement from him. That's right. The held action.
So I can
All right.
reaction shield the
Actually,
crit.
I would be closer to the monster than Sinclair if he only traveled 60 feet, because I traveled 100 during my first turn.
You're all kind of in the same field. He's charging.
So yeah, my total right now is 120. Your total right now is 100. And then Fea's is 90.
You know what I fucked up on my turn? I get to re-roll 1s and 2s on my damage roll for weapons.
A lot of 1s and 2s.
It was only the D6 and the D4.
All right.
Weapon damage, yeah.
All right. Fea, what are you doing?
The crit on runic shielding.
There is no crit.
Oh, the
Disadvantage.
20 is the one that's crossed out.
Yeah, save that.
I'm just so used to you always having like advantage on the stones for stuff that I saw the 20. I was like, oh, of course he guessed that.
It's not always.
No, but a lot. Just I saw the 20
Oh,
and I
yeah,
just
yeah.
thought, oh, yeah.
That is true. I do like to try to position my dudes that they're getting some kind of advantage off of you, even if it's like having paralyzed the person they're hitting. All right, so you're not doing anything to it.
No, he probably still hit anyway. I'm not going to let him get another roll where he could crit.
Save those for crits. That's fine.
All right, the 2 hits on Sinclair.
Mm-hmm.
That is a mixture of piercing and fire damage, as you're basically skewered by these burning spears it has for fingers. And I need 2 wisdom saving throws from you.
Is this versus charm?
No.
Okay. And I'm uncanny dodging the first one.
Okay. Sinclair,
Yeah.
you are alone in the woods with this giant burning effigy.
Do I believe I'm alone in the woods?
Yes.
Okay.
You have been abandoned by your allies.
Yeah, but they just disappeared. That's why I'm asking. A moment ago, I was with my allies. Now I'm not.
Yes, a moment ago you were with your allies.
So I'm aware of the change.
You're aware of a change. You also feel as if you have been abandoned.
Okay.
Like you are under the mental impression that they have left you to die.
Okay.
And it also adds the frightened condition. Repeat saves at end of turn. All right. It's this thing. CERN.
Okay. I have a question. Never mind. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to. How far is the thing from me?
20 feet.
20 feet. I'll take fire damage if I hit it. I mean, but okay. I'm going to as a bonus action, I am going to cast Spirit Shroud on myself, and then I'm going to move in and waylay this thing.
All right. One hit.
One hit already. I'm trying to add up all the dice, Gilbert.
All good.
$48 of radiant damage. Well, 5 of it is slashing, magical slashing, but the rest of it's all radiant.
All right, that's enough. As this thing
So-
explodes,
Kind of figured.
yeah, your blade kind of gets into a chunk of the wood there, and it ignites the oil inside of this thing, and it just starts spewing flame everywhere.
Ooh.
I need dex saves from Thea, Thea, Sinclair, and Cern.
Y'all can use my aura. Well, no, they can't. I can, but they can't.
Oh my god, the rogue failed to save. On
And
dex.
the rogue is higher than level 7.
What? What's going on here? And I don't know why I'm saying that. I've disintegrated rogues before. And I'll do it again.
They pop when you cook them.
So, Sinclair, fail. Thea, pass. Cern, fail.
Cern's fine. Can't keep a good gnome down. Oh, that's it? 22 points of damage? Okay.
22 points of piercing and fire damage. Those of you who are failed are covered in burning tree oil.
Take us around to get it off of us.
It is sticky.
Oh, well,
So
in that
sap.
case, I create water, make it rain.
That is. It's the end of your turn, Cern.
Oh, okay, well, all right.
Didn't you use all your resources there and isn't create
Yeah.
water in action?
Yeah, but I mean, if the monster's dead, we're not in a niche anymore, right?
False.
It's still alive.
Okay.
All
Just
right.
because the monster's dead doesn't mean we're out of a niche.
Okay.
Could be other things afoot.
Mittens rolls over, trying to find the bacon that's in his other hand.
He's sleep eating the bacon.
Sleep bacon.
Sees the big blinding flashlight. No, 5 more minutes. Eats bacon. Faradul.
Well, I see the explosion, I would assume, of the
Yeah.
dead tree fiend. Well, do I see anything else that might be, evil or afoot or, I don't know, needing a good beating? Would that require like a perception check or something?
No, there's nothing else here, but you can see party members are on fire.
Well, I can't really help them with that, so I'm just gonna float up here and also have some morning bacon, but not sleeping. And that's the end of my turn.
Fea. Start of your turn.
I walk
You take
toward
17
the-
points of fire damage.
But I passed.
Yes, you did. I don't know why I thought you failed. Ignore that. Sinclair, that's hitting you next turn.
Gilbert, you just want to burn people.
All right, I walk towards the dead child.
Okay.
Do I reach?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
I pick him up and bring him to the healer.
Who?
Yeah. Who's that?
Um, don't we have a priest?
No, we have 2 paladins. Priest left the
Oh.
party.
Yeah, I do know Revivify,
Uh,
so I'll be there shortly.
All right, I'll bring him to you.
Well, I'm flying 20 feet above the fire. On
Bring him
Big
out
Bird.
of the fire.
Well, I don't look up, so I bring him to the other paladin.
Who is currently on fire.
Well, he's not getting any worse, so I can wait.
All
He
right.
looks at one like, where is. He looks at the other one. He's off. Well, fuck. I'll just stand here with the kid.
I've chucked the kid at the flying paladin.
Attack roll.
No. Nah. I'll just wait by one paladin, waiting for the other paladin to show up.
You know, the funny thing about that yeet gif is that baboons and monkeys are known for taking like babies of opposing species and hurling them off high buildings and trees.
So it makes Lion King accurate.
Yeah, it would totally do that to a lion cub it got.
Oh yeah. Apes are fucking brutal.
Oh yeah.
They don't just practice infanticide, they actively will target the babies.
They are the closest animals to humans.
Ah, yes, the desire to commit genocide. It started early with the earliest baboon. All right. All right, Sinclair. You take 17 fire damage, Sinclair.
Okay.
What you doing? He's on fire.
Well, I'd like to determine if I can put this fire out.
Stop, drop, and roll.
You think so? You just have to get the sticky stuff off you.
Okay. Well, I begin prestidigitating myself.
All right, you are no longer on fire. What else, Sinclair?
Well, everything else is in hand, so nothing.
All right. Dern.
I swoop down towards the child. And I cast Gentle Repose on it, because I am out of 3rd level spell slots. It'll have to wait till the morning to bring the kid back.
All right, the child is reposed.
Great. Yeah, you guys should put yourselves out. I'll do another Divine Sense. Oh, wait, I used an action. Never mind, I can't do that. I just kind of go back up, flying above the fire, looking for more fiends to smite.
All right. CERN.
How much damage I take?
I hope it's a lot.
I hope it's so too. Oh, so
22 points of fire damage.
and I cast prestidigitation on myself.
You have prestidigitation?
Yes, I do, because I am a warlock as well as a paladin. Remember? and Cern is very vain. He always likes to look good, so he has prestidigitation.
All right, well, no one's on fire, and the child is gentle reposed. All right.
Can we go back and finish our rest now? Or did we finish the rest?
It's like
That
2
wasn't my
a.m.
watch. That was
I'm
that
going
was
back to
third
bed
watch.
then. Getting on my thing, riding back to camp, and going back to bed.
Indeed, you guys go back to bed.
I would do, as we're going back to camp, I would do another sweep with Divine Sense.
You detect nothing bad. That,
Okay.
pervading desecration is gone.
Cool. Let's go to sleep.
Sounds like a plan.
Is there any before we leave the area we killed the fiend? Is there any ichor or anything like that?
Give me a survival check.
I'll give you guidance.
So, Sinclair, you do manage to find a very small amount of wood that is not burning. Chunk of it that got knocked off of it after Dern struck it the first time.
All right. How big slash small?
It's a chunk of outer bark, just a little bit larger than your hand when you splay all your fingers.
Okay. All right. I will bring it back to the wagon and put it in one of the lead boxes. And then ask Dern if he can make some holy water and douse it and douse the box in holy water.
I just pull out one of my flasks of holy water and douse it.
Sorry, run that by me again.
I'm putting it inside of one of the chests that I have that have a lead lining.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm having him just, with the box closed, pour holy water on it to consecrate the outside of the box.
That I don't recall that being what holy water does, but okay.
If it makes him feel better, whatever. I'm going to sleep.
I haven't gotten around to making consecrated boxes yet.
All right, but you guys finish your long rest. The sun crests the horizon and illuminates the woods. It's a little chillier today.
You could say it's a cold day in hell.
I mean,
All right,
I
great.
could, but I'm not.
I then pull out one of my diamonds and revivify the child.
All right. Life returns to the child. The child seems deeply, deeply concerned.
It's okay, child. You're safe now.
Kid sits up, looks around. Where'd the monster go, mister?
We destroyed it. It is not but ash and dust.
Oh, that's good. I'd like to go home.
Certainly. Where is home for you?
Village. About 3 miles east.
Then we shall escort you.
It's called Hamlet Thorpe.
A good name. Let us go to this Hamlet Thorpe and ensure that you don't run into any trouble on the way.
All right, you guys get back on the road and start going east.
Wait, there's a road here? We were wandering blindly through the woods and there was a road this whole time?
Don't look at me.
I'm trying not to look at you, Mr. 25 Passive Perception.
We're going on your quest. I'm following you.
Oh, sure. Blame the paladin.
Has this
Frankly,
road always been here?
yes. Frankly, given how Dern seems to act, I kind of figured that when he started, trying to go into the woods, he literally walked out the gates and went straight into the woods because
Yes.
the road turns a little ways.
Yeah, but the guy said go east into the woods, so I went east into the woods.
Right. You guys walk a little further and boom, you guys have landed back on the road.
Like I said.
Right, well, we take the kid to the village.
Indeed. You take the kid to the village.
Poor little shit.
It's a rather small village. You can see they mostly farm wheat.
What is that?
What, wheat?
I never heard of wheat.
What, wheat?
Oh, wheat.
Yeah, wheat.
Okay.
All right, yes. You guys take home the child. The parents are relieved.
And while I'm there, I do ask, not at all subtly, about why there was a giant flaming tree demon in the woods.
The kids' folks just kind of look at you confused. There's nothing like that in the woods.
Well, not anymore. But why was it there in the first place?
No one know. All kinds of creatures live out in the unknown.
I see. No local tales about, flames in the woods, mysterious lights, children going missing and never being seen again.
Mysterious lights? No, no. There's the woodland man.
The Woodland Man.
Yeah.
Elaborate, please.
Well, they say that there's a man that lives out in the woods. Carries around a lantern. So we tell our kids not to, wander out at night towards strange flames. They say the woodland man waits for folks to get lost and then he preys upon them. Devouring their souls and their bones and some such.
Let me guess, leaving only burnt ground and ash behind.
No. Leaving behind trees. Trees that bleed oil. Or
That
pitch.
actually sounds incredibly useful. How many of these trees are there?
I don't know. We just try to avoid them. There's something foul about the way they burn. Ain't right.
Do you know where this woodman lives? Like where his house is in the woods?
The woodland man doesn't live in a house. He lives in the unknown in the woods.
Yeah, but do you know exactly where that is?
Man shrugs. No, just in the unknown.
Where is the unknown?
I wouldn't rightly know. That's why it's the unknown.
Right, but how do you know when you've transitioned from the known woods to the unknown woods?
When you don't know where you are anymore.
But doesn't that mean you could have just gotten lost in the known woods?
Well, if you got lost in the woods that you didn't know, you're in the unknown.
I understand. Thank you.
If you know where you are, you know where you are.
Right, we can tell where we are by where we aren't. I understand.
The party knows where it is because it knows where it is.
Right, well, yeah, keep a better watch on your child. Turns to the child. Don't go running off into the woods to face demons alone anymore. Take a party with you next time. All right, guys, let's go.
Hold on. The child has internalized a lesson.
Excellent.
You don't know which one, but the child has definitely internalized a lesson.
All my lessons are worth internalizing, so if she got one, that's great. Dern is a font of wisdom.
I mean, yes, of course.
Well, I mean, never said it was good wisdom. Just font of wisdom.
Folksy, salt of the earth wisdom.
Well, I mean, sometimes that font is more like the Aldgate pump, but you know how it goes.
All right. Fun thing, this is actually the second time you guys have come across this encounter.
Did we not kill it hard enough this time? All right, let's go back there. We got to dig up the ground and like haul it off and like dump the bags in the ocean full of the soil. It's contaminated or something.
You guys never fought it last time.
Oh.
We should still probably head back and huck it into the ocean in a lead box.
All right, we need to take everywhere in the woods that we don't know and throw it out. All right. So I'm guessing you want to find that gnome circle, the gnome hole.
Yeah.
The mushrooms. Well, 2 perception and a survival check.
So, can anyone help me this time?
Yeah,
So,
with both.
great. With Sinclair's help, I navigate us confidently into the woods.
Okay, here we are. So, you don't find a mushroom circle. You do, however, find tiny little gnome tracks
Ah,
and a small pile of rainbow colored pellets.
great. I can tell what direction they were headed.
South.
Is that closer to or farther away from the big city?
A little bit closer.
We should trace the tracks back. I bet they came from the mushroom circle. And that's what I do.
All right, give me a survival check.
Sinclair, can you help with this?
Yep. They do some loop-de-loop bullshit, don't they?
I mean, wouldn't you if you were a gnome?
I love how y'all just know what the gnomes do because they're gnomes.
It's not even intentional.
Yes.
Just how they walk, they make it harder to track.
Yeah. But they're literally leaving sparkly rainbow colored turds behind, and we're still having a problem tracking them.
Gnomes walk without rhythm.
Or purpose, or
fucking-
direction, or synchronicity.
They always fought walk single file to hide their numbers.
The gnomes are the living embodiment of if you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit.
Well, normally more like rainbow shit, but yeah.
All right. Turn, you manage to, with your knowledge of gnomes, track these gnomes to a clearing. Well, back to a clearing, where you can see a small cluster of shrubberies and a circle of mushrooms. The mushrooms are a really obnoxiously cyan color.
Of course. I walk up to the mushrooms and say the gnomish word for cobbler.
The ground below you disappears, and you fall. Poop. As you land in a pile of stolen pillows.
Repurposed.
Right, of course. You see yourself here inside of a tunnel, illuminated by a single candle, burning but not producing heat or smoke.
Neat. Just the tunnel. Nothing else of interest here. And the candle, but like, there's no pamphlets laying around.
Correct.
All right, I follow the tunnel.
Well, what are the rest of you doing? You all saw Dern fall on the floor when the ground disappeared.
Well, obviously, I'm not stepping there.
I mean, I am. I'm following.
All right, you just throwing yourself in the hole.
Yes.
Did
All
we
right, you
hear
also
him
landed the
safely?
pillows.
All right. Now I'm getting in behind Vern.
Can we see down there?
Yeah, it's like 20 feet, and there's some pillows down there.
All right, then jump down.
All right, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you hurt your ankles hitting the ground.
What happened to the pillows?
You landed on the pillows. They were padding enough for gnomes, not enough for someone your size.
Well, someone should have thought about that.
The gnomes jump down, they're fine. Fucking Faye jumps down, breaks her shins.
I would also have to point out that it was only a 20-foot drop, so Dern literally like sat around the pillows, going wee and then trailing off as if he was falling a great distance.
All right, the rest of you coming down?
I mean, I'll set up a belaying station and then climb down.
I lift a pillow over my head as if I'm going to catch him.
As Sinclair repels on a rope.
Well, I guess I'm not going to be the only schmuck up here, so I'll just blow on the eagle whistle and fly down.
I still land on Faye on purpose.
Yay!
Put in all the effort.
All right, you're all down here in the gnome hole.
I don't want to be in the gnome hole, but here I am.
Oh, it's
We
all
all have
gnome
to
holes
make
from here on
sacrifices,
out.
fair duel.
All right, give me a second. All right. So you guys are all here in the gnome hole, and Dern is walking ahead of you guys. Dern, you eventually walk total of 30 feet before the chamber opens up. Or I shouldn't say the chamber, the cave. It's a freaking cave. And you can see with your dark vision a great depression, at the far side of which is another tunnel. Crawling around in this depression that takes up the entire center of the chamber, you can see, amongst some junk and a few middens, many, when I say many, I mean like 12 giant rats. Each of the giant rats is wearing a red bandana around around the nape of its neck, and has a little gnome hat, kind of like party hat style, attached on its head. The rats
Oh, that's
say,
kinda cool.
"Squeak, squeak."
They're gnomes that were turned into rats.
Yeah, probably. How tall is the ceiling here?
15 feet.
Okay, and how deep is this depression?
15 feet.
My depression knows no bounds.
Okay, well I mount.
Bottomless. It is bottomless. It knows no bounds.
Oh well, then that's unfortunate for the rats, isn't it?
It's just 15 feet.
The rats just keep falling.
The floor despawns and the rats keep falling.
Okay, yeah, I just does it look like there's any loot in the pit?
I mean, there's a lot of junk down there: wood, scraps of clothing, bones, more junk.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it. All right, I'll mount up on Big Bird and just fly over to the other side.
All right, you fly over to the other side. As you fly over, one of the rats looks up at you and says, "Squeak, squeak."
Chip chip.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm just along for the ride on this one, Chief.
So we just keep following while avoiding the rats as best we can.
I don't know.
I make no effort to avoid the rats. I just follow Dern. They attack, they attack.
Same.
But they're poor gnomes trapped in rat bodies.
Well, that sounds like a them problem.
Yeah, really.
Well, Faya will try not to step on any rats because their lives are hard enough.
I mean, it's not like Sinclair's going clomping through there. He's just, ignoring them and stepping around them. If they block him, he'll jump over them.
Indeed, the rats do attempt to block you.
Then I jump over them.
All right. You jump over. The rats do not attack you. And you are all able to eventually work your way through. Trying to avoid stepping on them, it sounds like. Let's see here. All right. Durin, you still taking the lead?
Yes.
All right. You can see the corridor up ahead gets a bit tighter. Are you still going to try to fly on your creature?
How tight?
Like Faye's having to crouch.
No,
Less
I
than
guess I'll
5
have
foot.
to dismount.
All right. Are you on point?
Yes.
Alrighty, you dismount.
Yeah, and I just have it, like, I'm just bringing it behind me.
Mm-hmm. Making your way through. As you walk through this chamber into a larger one, you can see a big cavern. Stalactites and stalagmites kind of filling the center of the chamber, forming a column that supports the rest. Around it, you can see several magical motes of light illuminating the room. And two gnomes, each dressed in black robes trimmed in gold, wearing red gnome hats.
I walk forward. Greetings, brothers.
Ah, greetings, brother gnome. What brings you to our gnome hole?
I've been searching for the fourth pamphlet of the Lore Bard. So that I might study it and learn its secrets.
Ah, another one seeks to be initiated into the glorious ranks of the Gnomish Liberation Front.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Excellent. However, I have some concerns, brother.
Why?
You travel with tall folk.
Sure. Of course I do.
Sinclair will chime in from, like, the back in Gnomish. And not all tall folk hate the gnomes. And then he'll light a cigarette and lean against the wall.
Also, they're great protection against bird attacks.
Dern, give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Okay. 30 work?
My god, you're really, really good at these persuasion checks.
Yeah, it's Dern, man. Gnomish
I'm
paladin.
referring to, like, every time I've had you do one, it's been like a nat 20.
Yeah, not
don't
so
think-
much last week.
Yeah. Well, I guess this week he's just living up to his face gnomage.
Sound reasoning, brother gnome. But tell us, why do you seek to join the illustrious ranks of the chosen?
Well, because ever since I learned about Lorebard, I've felt that it would be best to have it spread far and wide so that all should learn of its wisdom. I've already taken steps to ensure the spread of its information and of its truths, even through the clergy. The monks of insert town name here have, already have already begun their debates. And I wish to learn the deeper knowledges of Lorebard to further the spread of wisdom, knowledge, and the cause of the gnomes.
Give me another persuasion check at advantage. Or are you, like, deceiving them? I actually can't tell it with you at sometimes.
Oh, no, I'm persuading you. Dern does not deceive people. He is always truthful and forthright. He says exactly what he means.
That's so fucking weird coming from one of your characters.
He also has an int of 6 and a wisdom of 10, so
Excellent. Excellent. It is always good to see other gnomes seek the hidden truths and realities that underpin our existence. Very good.
And also, I hear it has a kick-ass cobbler recipe I want to learn.
Yes, many seek the secret cobbler recipe. Excellent. Excellent. Well then, you seem the sort who is trustworthy, Dern Kneecapper. But what about you, Sir Kneecapper? Do you also seek to join your brother on the path to ascension? The path to liberating the gnomish people?
Of course. I follow my brother in everything.
But, oh my god, did you know it's hard to go when you're grabbing your nose?
Mm.
Seriously, try it, try it.
You grab your nose the entire time you do that voice.
Yeah.
Do you not just
Well,
pinch your nostril shut? Like not with your just with your nostril muscles?
oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that, but I don't know.
I get a little bit better when I pinch it shut completely. It lets me do it for longer. Do 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 do. And what about you? You gaggle fuck of tall people. Why do you seek to assist the Gnomish Liberation Front?
Oh, they don't speak Gnomish. They're with me. They help because they're with me. They're in my party. Therefore, they help me. You know how it goes.
Yes, yes, but we seek to know why they wish to join, why they wish to render aid. Speak, farmer. Speak, giant.
I start speaking in giant.
They are all speaking.
See,
Gnome.
that's proper gnomish humor right there.
Yes, this one also seems to be of limited intelligence. No wonder you were able to convince them to work for you.
Oh, I don't work for him. Sinclair again says in Gnomish.
He does speak. Who do you work for?
Myself.
Tell us. And why do you seek to aid the gnomish cause?
I never said I did, I never said I didn't. I'm a neutral party. Darn asked for my assistance to find this place, and here I am, helping him find this place. Anything beyond that is mine and my own.
The gnome switches out of gnomish. What about you, dull looking farmer?
Oh, what is he trying to speak? Common?
He's speaking common.
Ah, okay.
Why do you wish to aid the gnomish cause?
I mean, I don't. I'm just here to make sure none of these yahoos die.
Well, it's not optimal, but I suppose it's always useful to have hired muscle, even if coin is less assured than blind fanatical faith.
Oh, you misunderstand. I'm not paying them. We're doing this for the treasure of friendship.
Sinclair crosses his arms. I'm paying them.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You've suckered them into the treasure of friendship. Oh, that's great. Easiest way to not pay henchman money. Very well. I am convinced that you should be a fine addition to the Liberation Front. Please, Dern, take this flyer and understand the secrets of the Law Bard.
Thank you, brothers. And I take the pamphlet. What's it say?
Well, this particular pamphlet. Sorry, my nose is all.
So if this is Lorgar but Lorbar,
No.
who's Erebus in this situation?
Oh, there was a gnome named Urbus.
Ah, gotcha.
He died at like the start of the last campaign. Hey, under, do you still have that picture of that I made of that where I gave him a gnome hat and a
Yes.
beard?
I do. Let me pull it up.
Ah, excellent. This amuses me so.
Classic.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, do continue with the slightly more serious silliness.
Right.
Right.
This is very serious right now.
Extremely.
What were you asking about, Under?
What's the pamphlet say?
Ah, yes. So parts 1 and part 2 dealt very heavily with, like, you know, the need for the gnomish people to rise up and, you know, bring back the ancient mythical gnomish homeland of Vinder Skapeldunk. And part 3 and 4 all deal with some rather advanced metaphysics. Do me a favor, give me a religion check to try to understand it. I'd also
Hey,
take
that's one
Arcana.
that I can't help with.
Oh
he
my
doesn't-
god!
Well, this is the night of Dern Kneecap, I suppose. I understand all. I know all. We shall
Fucking
spread the wisdom of Lorbard.
Fucking true believer ass rolls right here.
This right here, this is how we corrupt Oris.
Oris.
Well, yeah, it has to be legally distinct. We can't use the other one. It's like Urbis and Lorbard.
Yeah, we ain't about to pick a fight with James in his workshop. All right. So these parts, you know, talk at length about how the gods in collaboration worked together and weaved the world out of themselves. It gets into almost arcane understanding of theological metaphysics. And it would seem to posit to you, as you're kind of reading through here, that the Gnomish Liberation Front is trying to, when they say free the Gnomish people, It very well might be that they're actually trying to, through manipulation of this kind of skein of reality that the gods have made, and by enacting rituals that resonate with the gods and their interactions with each other, they should be able to recreate on a smaller scale creation and transcend or transubstantiate the gnomish people. In essence, they are attempting to liberate themselves from the confines of reality.
All right, I'm down. Let's do it. All right,
Oh my
great.
god, no, it's definitely a fucking cult.
That's the whole point of that meme.
All right, yeah, this sounds great. I'm all in, guys, brothers. What's next?
Well, next you must decipher the secret code.
Ah, yes, of course. The secret code. I forgot.
We cannot reveal the secret code to you, brother. We must be off.
And they both begin casting spells.
All right, see ya.
As they teleport out of here.
Yeah, I just give them a jaunty wave as they leave. Is there anything else in this chamber?
Well, you can see their little desk with some flyers and the lockbox and what looks to be a sack lunch, and by the odor contains cobbler.
I like to cast polymorph on the lockbox.
Wait,
pull up
you're,
my
you're
thief
destroying the
tools.
cobbler?
No.
Oh, okay.
I cast polymorph on it and turn it into an unlocked box.
Thieves' tools check. We're gonna fucking die on Saturday, guys. I just want to let you know that.
Nat ones all night.
we're
I'm more worried
so
about Friday because Hunter has
fucked.
his thumb on the scale right now for us.
That's great. That's great. Friday will burn all the bad luck, and then they'll all die horribly, and we'll be good on Saturday. The scales will balance. Excellent.
Righto.
All right, you pop the lockbox open.
And then I realized it wasn't locked.
It was.
No, I mean, because the 35.
Here we are. Inside are 3 vials of liquid.
Okay. Well, Michelle cast Detect Magic.
They are magic.
All right. Are they distinct from each other or similar to each other?
Distinct, no schools though.
No, I just meant like, yeah, I wasn't looking for schools or anything like that. Just the, one's red, one's blue, one's green, kind of.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll see if I can deduce what they are by taste. Oh,
Do the pinky
check.
dip.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Pinky
One
dip.
moment.
Ooh, superior.
There you go.
Oh, yay. We
Hmm.
can do Paladin Grenade now. Actually, Barbarian Grenade probably with this group. Hey, how long can you stay big?
It's about, I think it's like 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well, then
one
we
minute.
won't do giant Barbarian Grenade. We'll just do regular Barbarian Grenade that, grows up. So yeah, here, Fea, you take the Potion of Gaseous Form.
All right.
And then if we ever have any prep time, we can put you in a bottle and throw you at somebody.
I can see no flaws in this plan at all.
Well, it's the old spin on Paladin in a bottle. Just Barbarian in a bottle.
Mhm.
Although, I don't think we'll ever be in a situation where we need to be stealthy, considering the composition of our party, except for me, doesn't really have anything that focuses on dex. So, yeah, Paladin in a bottle is cast Cassius form on a Paladin, put him in a vial or a bottle or something like that, and then you can pass all your stealth checks to get through some area
I,
you're sneaking around, and then yeet the bottle when you need the Paladin.
Or like when
I
we
have plus
stuffed
7
the.
stealth.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. You actually have proficiency in that.
Oh, or the time we stuck I think it was Mister's character and Lucina into a bag of holding, or no, a portable hole.
Oh no, we had the
Assassinate
entire
Emperor.
party in a bag of holding and a portable hole.
I know. Those guards were so fucked.
All right. Does Dern count as being carried by his mount?
No, that's
Damn
not how
it.
that works. You're talking about like invisibility or etherealness or something?
Yeah, Ethereal. It says carry. So cast no
Also,
clip
I'm
on
not
Dern.
equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we needed to use that, I wouldn't be using my mount anyway then. Okay. I got that all noted down. Sorry about that. I was thinking of things with these three particularities. No worries.
All right. So lockbox, desk with pamphlets. Was there anything else in the desk? Did we search the desk?
No, as soon as we mentioned lockbox, you took over.
Oh, it's not a desk with drawers. Like it's more like
A bench table.
yeah, that's the word, bench table.
Okay. I mean, I'll look around for secrets and hidden things, but then yeah, back on Dern's lead. Gilbert, I would like to look around for secrets and hidden things.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Can I swap the lock picking with my investigation check? Pretty sure 22 still would have passed.
No. You search around the chamber. You find a bathroom.
Hmm.
You also find a hole.
What kind of hole?
Well, it smells like death.
Can I look down the hole?
Yes. Down there, you see two dead humans, a dead dwarf, and a dead gnome.
Any of them look familiar?
Uh, give me an intelligence check.
Just flat int?
Yeah, it's not super hard. Yeah. These look to have at one point been some adventures you've seen around.
Hmm. Well, part of the life. Do they have any gear on them?
No, they've been looted.
Okay. Well, other than pointing the dead gnome out to Dern.
Do I know him?
I don't even think you're from this area.
Okay, so that's a no.
No, you wouldn't have seen this guy. I don't think. Not with the circles you've been trucking in while you were here.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit happens.
Well, more so the fact that we're in the gnome's lair and there's a dead gnome. That's what Sinclair is pointing out.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, shit happens sometimes. You saw the rats, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so, it could be worse.
Okay, doke. Well, let's go back the way we came.
Yeah, we got everything we came for. I think you mentioned you were like in the middle of something before we made this trek out here. We can probably get to that now.
Mm, I'm gonna get back to town first. I think it was on the other side. I think you said southwest, right, Gilbert?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit on the other side of town. So we'll have to get back to town first.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty, yeah, you guys climb out of the gnome hole, traveling back to town. You guys get there by the end of the day. And I think we'll call it there for the night.
Alrighty.